Unlike today's modern forces that have night vision goggles, the soldiers who fought during World War II had no such equipment. But that didn't stop the soldiers from fighting at night. Under the night rules and up front, before forces can engage in combat, they must detect the opposing group first. That means that each group must detect one opposing group before it can open fire. The exceptions are for sniper and minefield attacks, or placing terrain on an enemy group which does not require observation. The observation step is used to detect the opposing group. To do so, the players must draw an RNC whose number is less than the relative range between the groups regardless of color. A +1 is added to the RNC for the following: for every movement card currently present on the opposing group, if the opposing group is an AFV, if the opposing group has been fired on by another group during this player turn, or if the opposing group fired during the last player turn. If the group doing the observing is a buttoned-up AFV, then 1 is subtracted from the RNC. If the detection is successful, it does not cost an action. The group may take any action that could normally happen during daylight on the opposing group. If the detection is not successful, then it does cost an action. The fire strength of the night attack is halved with fractions rounded down, save for ordnance, demolition charges, snipers, and minefields. If the firing group is moving, the fire strength would be halved twice with fractions rounded down each time. If ordnance is moving, it would require a black RNC and deducting 1 from there to hit frequency. If the observing group contains an unpinned squad leader, they may place a Starshell 1 chit on the enemy group as their sole action for the turn. At the end of the turn, the chit is flipped to its Starshell 2 side. At the end of that turn, the chit is removed. Starshells illuminate all enemy groups at relative range 5 to the detected group. Plus, all adjacent friendly groups at the same range are illuminated as well. Groups illuminated in this manner are not subject to observation attempts or night fire effects. If an attacker attempts to infiltrate, a shift of 3 columns to the left on the RPC is made for checking infiltration status. This does not apply if the enemy group is illuminated by a Starshell. And that is how you conduct night combat in Up Front.